Welcome to the TNT Boys podcast. Today is episode, what would this be, number 33 or 34?
I think it's 33.
Number 33, the lucky 3-3. I'm Kale, this is Sam, and today we are joined with Robbie. How you doing, Robbie?
Good old Robbie.
Pretty good. It's good to be here.
Good.
Welcome.
Robbie is a good friend of ours, a longtime friend of ours. We've known each other for quite a while, since probably like my end of my days in high school. What'd you say?
Yeah. I think we dropped you off. We dropped you off home that one time drunk.
Yep.
And it's been friends ever since.
Yep.
It was a match made in heaven.
Yeah, that morning I actually had to go to football practice 2 days.
Oh.
My mom, she's like, "You're still drunk, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yep."
Did
you ain't going. You know.
I was gonna say, did you actually end up going to practice?
No, I stayed home. I stayed home right where I was at.
Dude, I couldn't imagine like drinking all night, then having to go to 2 a days practice the next morning. That would be, oh my gosh, yeah, no, dehydrated,
throwing up. And they're like, "What? Why do you smell like alcohol?" Suspended. I remember one time James Tatey, name drop. I didn't mean to, but he's a good kid now. But he had a dip and they instantly suspended him for 2 games, right before the season started too.
That's crazy. For a dip?
Yeah.
We're in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right, yeah. Which, by the way, when you hold the mic right there, it works fine. So,
right here?
Yep, it works fine.
Sweet.
So this is a new kind of different setup we're doing. We're actually not in the TNT Boys podcast mine shaft right now.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell.
We're actually in an Airbnb. We have a vlog coming out. It'll be our first vlog. Oh, geez.
Did we not vlog for the burger episode?
A little bit. It was not really good.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
No.
When you have it right there, just make sure you have it a little closer in your mouth when you talk. But when he talks,
Burger boy.
just put it like this when you talk.
Like this?
Like that. And then when he talks, just put it where it was. And kind of lean in too. So we're going to do this as we go. So today's episode is just going to be a basic talking shop, just like how we were with Craig when Craig was on. It's just a bunch of banter and bullshit, basically. I'm sure Robbie has some stories about his time in the military in Kosovo and everything like that. I'm sure Sam has some wild stories about whatever. I know I got some wild stories that I haven't talked about yet. So, it should be a really good episode, a really fun one. So Robbie, go ahead and introduce yourself and what do you do?
So I live in Des Moines, Iowa now. Just National Guard. Part-time thing, hanging out, getting paid. Work for Farm Bureau, West Des Moines, doing insurance claims. It's been pretty fun learning how the insurance world works. A lot more going on behind the scenes than people know about.
I've heard it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot, especially around this time of year. All the deer coming out and... once those winter storms hit. But yeah, other than that, just enjoying life, hitting a bunch of concerts, and
I swear you're always
football games.
How many concerts have you been this year?
It's 19 now.
Jesus
with like 3
Christ.
more coming up these next 2 weeks.
I don't know how you do it. I mean you are single, so I mean
that's the key.
I swear, every time I see your Snap story, you're either at a concert, some sort of music event, or tailgating, or at an Iowa State football game.
Yeah, if only Iowa State didn't have a bye week today. I had to look.
Yeah,
that's still on the bucket list to come up here and do. We'll have to do it.
Well, we got a couple more. Couple more home games. So.
Yep. Nebraska lost today. We are recording as of whatever today's date is 26th of October. So, So, what is, you said you do insurance, right? So, what is the craziest claim you've had so far?
Man. It's tough. Toughest one I had to handle. Craziest one, somebody hit a buffalo in a state park. So I had to figure out, is the state park liable? I had to call the state park.
Right.
Like, hey, do we owe you for this buffalo? Like, what? Because, technically you hit an animal that someone owns, you owe them for it. We're just...
Right.
Well, end of the day, fun conversation with a park ranger, but he's like, yeah, we really don't care.
Right. Which is understandable as well. Like, so how did that like get resolved? Like, did you get a hold of somebody then eventually?
Yeah. I just went on I had to go on their website, call a bunch of different offices. We had an incident report, from some like county sheriff or somebody, and just a bunch of phone calls, which the most annoying part of the job.
Which, I mean, that comes with any office job anyway.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's my least favorite part of like doing any sort of office work is having to make phone calls, especially to random people you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, hey Bob, I got back on your claim about hitting a buffalo. You're fucked. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the pencil pushing kind of job. So I mean,
yeah, it's been different going from manufacturing to an office job, but the benefits are better.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Less stress on your body.
I bet.
You know, the older you get, the more your back hurts.
Because before you were making combines for what, like New Holland?
No, it was Almaco, just small research company.
Research company, okay. Yeah.
Well, we sell it to research companies, so Bayer, Monsanto.
Gotcha. Okay.
Iowa State bought a lot. Ohio State bought a lot from us. Unfortunately.
Right in the heart. As of today, we lost to Ohio State. Right in the heart. That hurts.
Hey, we didn't look too bad. It was a close one. A lot better than the Indiana game. Still think Satterfield needs to go.
Yeah. So, how long have you been living in Des Moines?
Oh, man, it's been
a few years now.
Yeah, I think I've been down here like 3 years now. Yeah. So, I was up in Ames before, so in Iowa for a while.
Yeah. You were back in Norfolk for like a few weeks or whatever, that when you were like in that transition period or whatever.
Yeah, when you came back from Kosovo, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to live here.
That was 2021, I think.
And then he's all of a sudden like, yeah, I'm moving back to Iowa.
Yeah.
Des Moines.
You know, I wouldn't say I'd ever want to move back to Norfolk. It's just not.
It's not an ideal town for you.
There's not enough to do.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. I mean, all you got to do there is eat, drink, sleep, and drink beer, and that's it. Go to work.
And go to the Y.
Yeah.
For some.
Yeah.
For some.
No, I mean, they are doing a good job trying to, like, revitalize the downtown area, but it seems like it's turning out to be mostly bars.
Yeah, it's another story. Like, they took all the stoplights, and which I kind of like it better.
I like that better, honestly. It's quicker.
I don't know. I mean...
It is. I mean, unless you're like sitting at red lights and you don't know how a four-way stop works.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there's some people in there.
There's a lot of people that don't there.
There's a lot of those people that come in from out of town that don't know how the roundabouts work and they don't know how the four-way stop works. Yeah, so
that's true.
Well, the other day at work.
Watch out for the minivans.
Yesterday at work, I was talking to my coworker Chris, and I was like, "Man, I should go haul cattle and not know how to drive through a roundabout and just flip my truck with a bunch of cows in it." But yeah, I mean, it's nice to see you. I mean, how long has it been?
Yeah, it's been like, what, a year? Almost a year?
Almost.
Close, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I seen you more recently when I came down here with Molly that one time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of a fun time. We went to that one bar. I forgot what it was called. It had like it had like a bunch of like writing and scribbling on the wall.
Oh, Lotus Tap.
I think yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
I believe it's the oldest bar in Des Moines.
Yeah.
And,
I like the vibe there.
Is it pretty close from here where we're at?
Well, it's close. It's downtown. It's kind of down by that arcade bar a little bit. It's within walking distance of that, which I also like that one too.
Yeah, I mean it's like a 20-minute walk from here. It's not too bad. It's nice.
That's not bad at all, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, so
this just feels like we're a little bit out of our element right now. So, which is all right.
It's first time recording. I mean, there's that one time.
You want to talk about go into sports real quick and just talk about
let's go for it. I mean, this is Talkin' Shop. We'll talk about whatever and how.
I mean, we're watching Alabama, Missouri right now.
We got time. The bars
got a
ain't going to
question.
close itself.
Big question right now amongst Big 12 fans. Iowa State and BYU both win out. Play in the conference championship. Does a one-loss Big 12 team make the playoffs? I say yes.
So, like, you're saying if I think I predict Iowa State. I mean, we did our predictions earlier in a different episode. I predict Iowa State to actually win the Big 12 this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's say
I think they get a bye because they win the Big 12.
Let's say Iowa State wins it. The question then becomes: does a one-loss BYU team?
I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, for sure. Sure.
There's a lot.
It's big enough.
This Alabama game, because they're going to put a 2-loss Alabama team in there. But,
yeah. Well, Missouri's playing them tough. They're about to be 3-loss if they can't pull this one off.
Yeah, that'll be good for America to not see Alabama in there. But.
We were kind of talking. Me and Kay were talking in a couple episodes prior how NIL and like the transfer portal. I feel like it's made college football more balanced throughout the whole nation.
Yeah, I brought that one up too.
Yeah, and that's why you're seeing like some more of these upsets. Like that's why you're seeing Vanderbilt beat Alabama. That's why you're seeing, Nebraska come close to being Ohio State. You're seeing just more upsets this year, and I think it's because players are opting to go to some of these smaller schools if the NIL compensation is greater than a bigger school.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I
a little closer.
I don't know if I'd say it's balanced it out, but it's definitely changed the landscape of things. You've got those players that, they might sit a couple years at Alabama that now they're like, hey, they can get money to go play, somewhere else for a year. Maybe it has balanced it out a little bit, but
no, I'm not.
It's a change overall.
I'm not saying
more
like
talent going to these smaller schools,
right?
But there's also less money, less funds at some of these schools.
Right. Yeah, I'm not saying it's like bounced out like completely, but you're seeing a little bit more competition overall.
Yeah,
because of the upsets and, like you said, there's less money at these smaller schools, but
I mean, look at BYU. I mean, they got transfers, and look where they're at. Iowa State, look where they're at. All these smaller schools.
Just some of these schools that typically aren't as competitive are a little more competitive. It seems like now.
Yes. This
season, and that's Alabama. They're just more undisciplined now too without Saban there.
I mean, look at Illinois too. I mean, they beat us. They lost. They beat us by a few points.
Look at Indiana. I mean, yeah. What'd they go 2-10 last year?
And they brought a lot of the JMU transfers because the coach was from JMU originally. So,
I mean, yeah, but was that the NIL money or was that?
I think that was more
coaching changes.
I mean, can you say it's both?
Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of both. But I don't think Iowa State. I think, for me personally, as an Iowa State fan,
and
ours is just, it's a culture that Campbell's built that culture.
Can you sing
the players to buy in?
Can you sing the fight song for Iowa State?
I can. I'm not going to.
How much do I got to pay you?
You don't have enough.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I got enough.
I think culture is still huge.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
That's why I really hope, and that's what I hope with Matt Rule at Nebraska is he's known for building culture. That he did that at Temple, he did that at Baylor, and I feel like he's ahead of the curve a little bit.
I don't think
Nebraska
that's why
than he was there.
I don't think that's why it really transitioned well into the NFL job because these are players that they're not not there for just 4 years. They're there for
the paycheck.
How long the contract
win a Super Bowl ring, yeah,
or try to.
Mostly the paycheck. Let's be honest. But that's the thing is also culture is. I feel like culture is not as big in the NFL maybe as it is in college football. I don't know.
You don't think a lot of kids are doing? They're not looking at the facilities, the national championships they won. They all the whole 9 yards. You think they're just looking at cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching in their eyes?
First and foremost, yes.
Okay. The Colorado players, yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Have you heard of their offer letters or Versace or something now? Or Louis Vuitton?
Well, how they had their social media handles on the backs of their jerseys, on their practice
That
jerseys.
I think is ridiculous.
That's so stupid.
I get the idea behind it, but like it doesn't need to go in jerseys. It's just like sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, and as much as I bash what's going on in Colorado, he's getting these players money. He's taking care of them.
Yeah.
I just say as a college football purist, I hate to see it in the sport.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm all for the players getting money. I mean, the universities are just raking it in off them anyway.
Well, how do you feel about UNLV's quarterback Matthew Silka? I think he's trying to mess it all up. Or what he?
I think the university is screwing that one up.
Let me rephrase that. Actually, do you think what has happened messed up a lot of stuff? Because after that, you've seen a lot of kids transfers for the same reason.
I mean, I think you're going to start to see more accountability on the school's end. Hey, if you're telling these kids you're giving them this,
and you don't follow through.
Right.
It's just like if I went to my work and they offered me, say, $25 an hour, and I look at my paycheck, they're giving me $15. I'm walking.
Right.
All right. It's like saying
sticking around.
Just like say if I was like a over the road trucker and they look at miles per mile, how much they get paid. If it's this and this, if it's not that, bye. I got another job waiting.
Exactly. And these, this entire time before, all these players were just watching the universities profit off them.
Yeah.
Which
they've been doing that for years. So like, I don't know why we're just now doing it, but like I understand why.
Well, they didn't let Reggie Bush have his money. So.
Or his Heisman.
Isn't he? And he's like suing them again for something. Because they gave him his Heisman back, and now what's going on with that? I didn't really fully.
I don't know.
I saw somewhere like he's in another lawsuit thing with the NCAA again.
Yeah, I think it was for compensation for his name, which
for the image and everything.
You can make a case for it. Yeah. Yeah. It was him and
Hey, as long as it doesn't take away, as long as it doesn't take NCAA football away again, like Ed O'Bannon's.
Texas quarterback.
Vince Young?
Right now, back then, Vince Young.
Yes.
Yeah, so him and Vince Young, I mean, were just the faces of college football back then.
Yeah. Matt Leinart. Yeah, because Johnny Manziel, he got all his under the table. He got compensated.
Oh yeah. I mean, like when I made the TikToks and I put them on there, someone made a good point. Like this has been happening for years, so I mean, they're just making it more publicly and everything. Blah blah blah.
They're just regulating it better now.
But yeah, enough of the NIL talk. I mean, we have a whole episode of that.
Yeah.
Should we tell Robbie about one of the hate comments we got for one of that?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So there was a guy. I was sitting there. I was like, doing my check the night or the day of. It was the nighttime that we posted everything, or I posted everything, and so. I went on TikTok. I'm like, all right, let me look at the comments. Oh, I got a new comment. Cool. How did it go, Sam? It was something about how podcast mics should be more expensive for people.
Something like, some people shouldn't have a mic or something.
Yeah, because of something about this take or something was terrible. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't dude, if I'm gonna live rent free in your head, go for it.
Well, the thing is like they might comment and say it's trash, but yet they still went out of their way to watch it and comment. They took time out of their day to do that. So it's like
thanks,
who's
man.
who's really winning here?
Yeah. And our numbers have been up with all the shorts and everything, which is awesome.
So I don't know. Kale responded saying you'll be all right in the morning.
I said you'll be right in the morning. One comment's not gonna help or it's not gonna stop us.
I just thought it was hilarious.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
And I usually don't respond to
we
the
ain't
comments.
losing sleep over something like that.
I don't usually respond to the comments, but that one just right there, I was like, yeah, you are going to get killed with kindness right now. And, Zach from Agent Life Media of our other two podcasts on there, our boss, I guess I would say. I was sitting in the Discord and I was like, the hell is this guy talking about? And he explained it to me. I was like, oh, well, fuck this guy, I guess.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that. I've had the opinion a couple times that there's too many. You get this opinion, there's too many podcasts and everybody has a podcast. And, I don't think anybody that wants to do a podcast should ever stop.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get that's the comments you're gonna get.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be those
Right.
people that they feel the need to tell you shouldn't have a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's those people that are like dream killers. Like
Dream killers.
they like making other people feel bad makes them feel better.
Yeah. Not only that, or they had the dream and they can't do it, and they're sitting there watching us.
They're
do it.
sitting
Like,
on their
how?
hands, and like if you really want to, the thing is if you really want to do something, then do it. Like that's the moral of the story.
Nothing's
here,
gonna. So the way I see it, and a good quote is, "There ain't nothing. There ain't no how to go something.
Sound it out.
No, it's just how he worded it.
There ain't
Not to do it, but to do it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yes.
That's a Ronnie Coleman quote. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I didn't hear it from that. I heard it from.
I heard it from Ronnie Coleman. Lightweight, baby.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Nothing
Good
but a
job.
peanut.
Proud of you. Good job. So-
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Wait, baby. I
We
should
actually have an
probably.
episode called that.
I should probably not yell because we are in an Airbnb with
Well,
neighbors.
it's not quiet time yet.
Yeah, it's not 10 o'clock.
People upstairs will be all right.
They'll be right.
They'll be all right in the
They'll
morning.
be all right in the morning. You know, every time I say that, or if I just say "you'll be all right" to Maya, she's like, "You'll be all right in the morning. You'll be like." She hates when I say that.
I'm starting to say it more now. I think it's hilarious.
Hey, the guys at work have been saying it to me, and I just said I did something. "You'll be all right in the morning." I was like, "Oh, you took my words. You took my words." But yeah.
You do any big projects at your house lately?
Yeah, we made the podcast table.
Yeah, we did.
$72 worth of lumber. Really good investment.
Yep, we made Braden build it. Braden built the whole thing, pretty much.
I mean, we
watched.
helped.
We watched while Braden built it,
We helped.
and then we hauled it upstairs.
We helped.
We helped. I helped. I'm kidding.
fuck?
Joking, bro.
Yeah, Braden, shout out to you. You're pretty good at what you do.
Braden was big help with that.
Which is Craig's son. But anyway, you made me remind me. Oh, I put up new lights in the podcast room, which is pretty cool. Debuted on the new Who You Got episode, or a few weeks ago, I guess, technically. Other than that, no, not really. Just haven't had the time. And, you know, the economy kind of sucks right now. So, like, I don't want to start something and not finish it because there's not enough money. Not saying I don't have money. It's just the products itself are getting too damn expensive. $350. Too much.
Yeah.
But
You're gonna have to spend another $350.
whoa there, buddy. You're going to have to spend another $3 today.
I just remember the video you sent me of was it Dean jumping in the back of your truck?
Oh yeah,
all the sticks and everything.
dude. That was the last time Dean did anything cool. That's the last time Dean was like a good friend.
So I'm pretty sure we're probably going to eat Texas Roadhouse later, right?
Probably. I have gift cards.
You know what? I could go for some bread.
All right. So, hey, we're going for Texas Roadhouse later, so I'll take that. All right. So, our buddy Dean, this guy, he committed almost like a murder.
He did.
A murder of a murder, I guess I'll say. So, we go to Texas Roadhouse, and this is after one of Sam's lifting competitions. And we made the mistake of having Dean sit with us, which it's not really like a bad idea, but, you know, he's a...
No, my brother was pissed because we made him sit with like freaking
the kids,
like Daniel and
I'll be honest,
Delaney.
we should have traded Dean for Delaney.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, or my brother probably could have sat there, but
oh, poor
either
Will.
one.
Poor Will.
Yeah.
Sorry,
well,
buddy.
because Daniel, shout out to Daniel. He orders milk at Texas Roadhouse as his drink.
Dude. Anyway,
Keep him on.
Daniel, you know, if you're listening, Daniel, we're gonna have you come on, dude. I would love.
You'll be
to
on
talk to you.
eventually. Yeah.
I love to talk to you.
He
You
likes-
have stories, and
He does have some
experiences.
stories.
So anyway, we go to sit down, and you know, we're like talking about what we're gonna order, and I'm, you know, Sam and I, we get the same thing literally every time, or almost anywhere we go, we almost get the same thing. I don't know how we do it, but get the bone and T-bone, to porterhouse, and you know, like the mushrooms, everything on there. I'll take one.
Get a beer with it.
Yeah, the big old one. So I'll take it, and I get about medium rare. He gets his about what?
Medium.
Medium. And then didn't you get like a smaller steak?
Yeah, I got a smaller steak. I do medium rare. The way you're supposed to, you know.
Medium. I can do medium rare. I like medium.
Good. Medium's good.
But go ahead, keep going, Kale.
So then there's Dean. He's just. We thought we were eating a lot of bread. That dude was going ham on the bread.
He was.
And then he's like, I'll also have one of these steaks, please.
Yeah, but
And-
the most expensive steak.
Biggest steak on the menu, just like me and Kale got.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done. That's
I almost want to just like mic drop, but I'm not gonna.
that's it. That's the end of the podcast. But no,
This guy orders the biggest steak on the menu, the porterhouse. Well done. And doesn't finish it. I don't think he finished it, and I think he dined and dashed.
I think he dined at
I don't
Dash
think he
because there
paid.
was a payment of $56 still on there.
Yeah. I think he was expecting one of us to pay for him. I was like, hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. We're not going to get into it. That just be bringing unnecessary drama.
That's just but yeah, no, I think everyone vividly remembers that.
I do too. Yeah, I think it was funny. Like we used to kept looking over to your brother's table. Like, hey, look, there's a kid's table.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, we're like he brought up the story or the picture about how he's in the back of my truck, and we were getting rid of some tree branches at my house, and I told the guys hey, I'll pay you food, I'll buy you lunch, whatever,
Yeah.
help me, which I did.
Yeah.
We got Mexican food.
Yeah, he bought us Gonzalez.
To Gary
That's good.
Gonzalez, which is good. If you're ever in the Norfolk, Nebraska area, check them out. Or if you want any other taco recommendations, look at Taco Quest, one of
Yeah.
our first few episodes. Anyway,
Quest.
that's what we named it.
It is, I know.
We risked our lives to go into some tornadoes.
There was a bad storm going on that day. We still did it.
Yeah. Over a tornado.
Zach joined in on the fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And they were closed, so it was sad. But anyway, so he hops in the back of my pickup. I'm like, Dean, smash it all. Dean, smash.
Yeah, I took a video of it.
Literally,
And he was just smashing, like walking on these tree branches, smashing them.
all I can think about is Hulk Hogan smashing shit. Not Hulk Hogan. There was another person on there. I couldn't think of his
I
name.
remember when we went to the dump and we had to pull all the branches out of the
And he
bag.
pulls one branch.
He
and
pulled one branch and all the branches came out with it. And he did like his war cry that he used to do when he was lifting. Yeah, he did like a lifting grunt.
Like Richard Nixon on Futurama. Oh,
Yeah.
man. He was a character.
Yep. Then he moved to Kansas and then moved back and then moved back. Moved back here, then moved back to Kansas. And then he did it again and then he did it again. Now he's back.
Tinder's a hell of a drug for him.
I didn't remember if it was, I think it was Facebook dating.
All right. We're not going to talk about it. Nope.
It was, hey man, I mean, hey, you brought it up.
I know.
You want to get into the specifics of it?
They're still together. You know that, right? They're just not living together.
That's what I've heard. He's it's a bad thing. That's why I don't associate.
I got
really.
my dad on standby.
Can mom come too?
They'll never listen to this.
We'll fill you in on that at some other time.
Oh yeah, trust me. We got
on that
we,
saying.
we got
There's
new
a story
sayings.
behind that.
We got a lot of new sayings.
Oh, wide open. Sorry,
remember-
we're watching Alabama, Missouri right now.
I'm like, try not to keep looking back. Like,
Remember
we can comment on it. That's fine.
we want to talk about some drunk stories? We want to talk about
What-
we finally get to
First of all,
talk about,
what you drinking right there? What is that?
what is that? What is that?
What drink is that?
oh,
Give him the microphone. Give him the mic.
Kentucky Cold Snack. It is
Snack.
one of the cheapest beers I've ever had, and surprisingly, like a more watered down Busch Light. You know,
There you go. That sounds appetizing.
So like natural light.
That's like Montana and Kentucky
Is it worse?
got
than,
together
is
and created the ultimate.
is it more
brew.
watered down than natural light?
it's got more flavor than a natty.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's not bad. I've had people try it. I got a couple in the fridge if you want to try one.
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
They're not bad.
Where's my
They're not
beer?
bad. It's in the fridge.
Go grab it.
You go grab it.
I'm trapped. I got a bunch of cords here. I don't want to break my stuff.
I can go grab it. I don't care. There's 2 in there.
All right.
I'll go grab it for you.
All right.
Yeah, go grab that thing.
So Robbie and I will talk here. Remember the one time we were drinking at Ricardo's parents' house and I was laying in the street? Were you there for that?
I don't think I was there for that.
Oh, were you there when I chugged the rest of that skull?
No, I was not.
So we had like about this much in that skull bottle. It was like the biggest bottle, and I just chugged it like nothing.
Were you there the night? Yeah, you were. When Michael Jacobs.
Yeah, it was in my
smacked his
garage.
head.
It was in my garage.
That was your place.
Yeah, my rental.
Oh my!
That's when I was living.
You're like, hey, watch the garage door. 2 seconds later,
Boom! I fucking fell out of my chair, and I was like, "Oh man, we gotta be quiet." Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
I was like, you're talking.
That had to hurt, man. You all right?
What?
No, yeah. I seen Michael at the Y just a couple days ago. Seems like he's in good spirits, doing well.
So this is gonna be a taste test here. Did you try it yet?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I'll let you take a sip of it.
Well, yeah, get your little sip of that.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
They
Montucky.
could be though if they wanted to.
My emails are open at tntboyspodcast@gmail.com.
Montucky cold snack. Not cold brew. Cold snack.
Boys, if we get drunk, we might have to come back and record another one and do a drunk one. I'm just saying.
That isn't bad. That's not bad.
And it's cheaper than anything you drink.
You leave my Coors Light banquet alone, sir.
Coors
Probably
Banquet.
about half the
Coors
price of
Light.
that.
Cheaper than
Yeah,
Coors
right?
Light?
I like that.
I got 2.
Is that like a local one around here or what?
No, it's actually you can find it at the bars, but it's very hard to find in stores. So I got a friend in our tailgate group that I know you can find him in Chicago. So I had him bring me a couple cases down from Chicago. There you go. You reading that? The unofficial beer of Montana. The great
like it.
state of Montana, baby.
I think right now Coors Banquet is probably their official beer because of Yellowstone. That's all they drink on there.
Yeah.
It's Coors Light in Colorado.
Well, yeah, I would hope so. Not some IPA shit.
I like beer made in a factory.
Hey, there's a TikTok I actually want to recreate. I think it'd be funny. It'd be like it's like the Stone Cold, like, I drank a beer, I drank another beer, and then one Bloody Mary. So like the guy did like a video of like every time he got a beer and then do the Bloody Mary. So like I kind of want to recreate that and post that one on the podcast.
Yeah.
But
Not a fan of Bloody Marys, but
Me neither, really.
But if it's for content, I'm gonna do it.
Kale will do anything for content. Anything.
I am a whore for being viral someday. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, anyway, what are some drunk stories you guys want to talk about? I know all 3 of us have had some good stories. I know we all 3 of us are together finally. We could talk about emo night part 1.
We are not talking. I was just about to say we're not talking about Sioux Falls.
Why?
That's not happening.
Why?
It's not.
You know how long our viewers have been waiting for that? Because we keep
We've touched on it before. We never like talked a whole lot about it.
It was a great night.
It was fun.
My guy just got back to me. We are on the guest list for emo night tonight. If you do want to go.
So if you don't know what emo night is, it's basically a bunch of, I think we've explained this before, but a bunch of like classic music, I guess. It's now at our age.
It's like 90s, 2000s punk rock.
Mid 2000s, like My Chemical Romance, The Used, the
Blink 182, bands like that. Yeah.
All the small things, work sucks.
I know.
Say it ain't so, I will not go.
Don't quit your day job.
I like what I do. So come on, let's talk about Sioux Falls.
Why don't you start, Robbie? How'd it start out?
Wait. Can we talk about the part that this is the funniest part? And rest his soul, rest in peace to my father-in-law. We were downstairs in his basement. He brings chairs. Like, here's some chairs.
Just bring a bunch of random chairs.
I love you, Daryl. Miss you. But yeah, that was a good time. So anyway, go ahead, Robbie. Explain.
Yeah, so I think
Give the man the mic. Let him have the mic.
All
Take it,
right.
sir.
So I think me and my room, I think I was roommates with him at the time.
Rodney.
Because he's Rodney, because he's from Sioux Falls. So we drove over from Iowa. You guys came up from Norfolk to go to emo night, and Maya's from there. Or
Maya's originally
she's
from
originally
there.
from
And her two
there.
friends were with us. They were underage at the time, which you can let underage go in there. They just can't.
Yeah, so it's
one of them wasn't.
Yeah, it's an 18 plus
yeah,
event.
yeah.
Some locations.
We don't condone underage drinking, so let's make that clear real quick.
None of us ever did that.
Nope. As we talked about,
He literally just admitted he was hungover for high school football practice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we I mean, what do you want to talk about here? We get in, we're all
gotta do
having
the
a
start-
good time.
We got to do
drinking.
the start to begin, like the start
Dude, we
to the
got
end.
up early that morning and went to the gym, dog.
Oh, we did that CrossFit gym.
Great life.
Yeah. God, that was.
I remember
that
Haley's
was an
like, you
amazing
guys
gym.
got to go to Great
I
Life.
know. She did say that.
Listen, yeah. Shout out to Haley for the recommendation.
Shout out.
I haven't talked to her forever.
Yeah, that is. But yeah, we get there. You know, everyone seems like they're kind of feeling it out. This is the first one and only one they've ever done in Sioux Falls. I'm friends with the DJs, so we go in showing support. You know, everyone's having a good time. They're playing our favorite songs, you know, from back in the day. We get to the end of the night. I think I stayed back with Rodney. You guys are going home or to the hotel.
Dude.
I thought the girls went home.
Dude, I remember when Rodney fell off the stage. He was so freaking drunk.
I don't remember that.
You remember that?
When Rodney fell off
He
the
felt.
stage.
I did not see him
He
fall off
completely
the stage.
faced
I didn't
first.
see him fall. I didn't see him fall.
I don't mind.
What?
If my fiance ever comes on here, we'll have to talk about it.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Yeah,
So
so
anyway.
we kind of split off, and you guys were going back. It was snowing out too, pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rodney was like outside. I thought he was just talking to people, whatever. I was talking to some girl. Next thing I know, I look over and someone pushes Rodney, and I'm like, "Oh, he's drunk. I should probably go over there, break this up."
Which any friend would.
So I go over, I push the guy back. The guy looks at me, he's like, "You don't scare me." I'm like, I'm not trying to, bud. I'm like, just walk away. And then the girl I was talking to comes over and goes, "Why'd you just push my brother?" I looked at Rodney, I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. So we
See
walk
ya,
back.
bitch.
We walk back to the hotel. And I'm thinking, all right, it's just gonna be the people that are supposed to be here.
Nope.
It's just gonna be the guys. You know, I think Maya was supposed to be giving you guys a ride home.
Yeah, but she was sober.
So I thought, yeah, she wasn't drinking. So I thought you guys, you know, might have been there, or just dropped Ricardo off because we forgot Ricardo was with us.
Mm-hmm.
But we get there and it's Maya, her friends, you guys, everybody. I walk in. I thought my hardest job of getting Rodney back to the hotel was. I thought it was it. I thought my night's done. And
Wrong.
I just find a drunk Kale, Sam having a meltdown. These girls that are not like, I thought they were going home. I don't know if they have a ride. I don't know what's going on. My night's already stressful. I'm like, what are we doing here? At one point, yeah, you were just like, fuck Tom Brady.
So yeah, let me just touch on that. So I was throwing up in a basket or something. Apparently, I stained the carpet from what Ricardo said, and which I find that to be bullshit because Maya said I didn't. It was the most sober one, and so I was throwing up in the trash bag, whatever. Pass out for like 20 minutes. Wake up, and I'm like, "Fuck Tom Brady," and then go back to sleep.
He must have been dreaming about football or something.
But and then apparently I hear Sam was having a big old meltdown, and then Ricardo was trying to, like, I don't know, instigate it or something.
It was more just a bunch of people.
That's assumptions if you ever watch this.
Drunk people trying to interpret what's going on with other drunk people, and it was all blown way out of proportion. And then, we get to that point where it's like, all right, well, you guys can't all stay here. So we load everybody up. We get them going back to Maya's parents' place. We get there.
Her dad's house.
Her dad's house.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna help everybody get inside. So I go up to the front door, and he's like, it's open. He's sitting inside, and Kale throws up in the driveway, and then scoops snow over it. And I believe you gave us a thumbs up, like you thought nobody saw it.
I can only imagine just like me kicking a little bit with the little ding when you do the fucking like ding.
But I was like, I was at the front door. Her dad watched that happen, and you just gave a thumbs up, and I'm just like, oh boy,
Oh boy,
here we go. We get everyone downstairs, and I think I was talking to Maya, just making sure everybody was going to be okay before I went back to the hotel, and we look over, and you had like tipped over the air mattress.
dude, I was passed the fuck out. I think I was in my underwear too. I'm on the ground, and the fucking air mattress like halfway up. I guess I was blacked out by that point. That's what I was told.
Yeah, and I mean, overall, great night.
Sam,
But-
It was the ending that really was just like, what the fuck's going on right now?
Oh, dude, remember the night before we went to the restaurant and whatever it was, sports bar we ate. Got in my car, my Ford I had at that time.
Yeah.
And that was at the time when South Dakota's like about they're doing that drug promotion thing. We're on it or something.
Oh yeah.
I rolled down the window out of nowhere. I said, "Hey, you got any meth?"
Yeah.
Just a dude. When us three get together, it's trouble.
That was. Hey, let's talk about that buffet we went to after.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah. That honestly, when we first got there, it was the water.
It was the
Yeah,
water.
everyone was just
Like
chugging water.
they're
Well,
like, "Hey,
yeah.
you guys can get up, get your food," and then we're just like, "We'll just."
Yeah, I think
we'll just
everybody
have
was-
some water.
Everybody was just hurting too bad that we just had to sit there for a bit.
And Atlanta and Haley were like,
Dehydrated,
"Yeah."
I just know the night of, like, during, like, every time I turned around, someone was handing me a drink, I swear.
Same, dude. I
Yeah.
was double fisting Jack and Coke.
So was I.
I swear that was probably the highest bill I've ever paid in my life. It was like
Yes.
over $200.
That was pretty standard when me and Rodney go out. That people are just buying each other drinks,
That's ridiculous.
and you go up and get your own drink. You get back, and someone else comes up and hands you drinks because
Yeah.
they went to get you a drink and didn't know you were getting your own. Gets
Fuck it.
yeah,
Drinking it.
you get drunk pretty quick.
Some guy bumped into me and spilled my drink and was like all nervous. He was like, here. He started like frantically pulling cash out of his pocket to give to me to go buy another drink. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it was as someone that goes to emo night a lot, it was a different vibe there. And then we won't get into too much of it, but the owner of that place basically used them to kind of jumpstart his own event, kind of shitty.
yeah.
That's why they're never going back there. But
Yeah, that's why Icon is not very. It's well known to be scuzzy and shitty. I mean, I would hope they would go back to Sioux Falls, but there's other places you could host it in there.
Yeah.
Not, I hope just one person didn't ruin it for everybody, but probably anyway.
yeah, it was just the owner. I asked them. I was like, "Why don't you guys ever do a show there again?" It was a lot of fun. Everyone we talked to had fun.
Yeah.
And he told me that it was just the owner does his own emo nights there now, and just use them as a big brand. You know, they're across pretty much the whole U.S.
Yeah, the bigger ones
Yeah.
are definitely in the bigger cities, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, actually,
Yeah,
I don't think they're.
What did they actually do there then?
It doesn't seem like they're actually like as big as they are, or no. I guess now they're not as big as they were before. Just from what I've seen.
I would say they're still bigger. I mean, they do. When we were young,
Yep.
they get brought to these big festivals now. I feel like they're maybe not trying as hard.
Okay.
I won't say not trying as hard. They work hard, but there's less, like, they got to advertise less because most of their shows sell out. I mean, even here in the Midwest, like the Omaha ones sell out. Des Moines sells out. I don't know if they're still doing Lincoln. They tried a few in Lincoln. Like Ohio is a good one. Minneapolis one's amazing. What?
So what you asking about before, Sam? Well, what? Who does what?
Oh, the place in Sioux Falls. Like you said, they were just kind of using them like to like build their brand more or whatever. Like, what do they actually do at that place?
A bar. It's just a bar.
It's just a bar.
It's just a bar, an event area.
They just run events out of it. Probably have bands play.
Yep, a lot of
So,
bands,
you bring
wrestling.
Yeah, they bring in, they used emo night. They brought in a big, well-known brand.
Mm-hmm.
Get people coming to this event, and then if you bring in a brand, and then you cut them out right away, but then start running your own events, people will just still associate it with that first group.
Right.
So
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like if they were to do that in Norfolk, that would happen for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, they wouldn't come to Norfolk.
No, I know, but like I'm just saying that somebody's tried to. I think it has happened.
That's the other thing. I don't want to feel like I'm always bashing on Norfolk, but I feel like everything people try to do in Norfolk just gets shot down.
Yeah, and that's because you're leaders that are out there. We're not gonna. I don't really want to have this conversation on this podcast because it's somebody else's.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, we can have this conversation over dinner.
But what I will say is, I do agree. I think a lot of it has to do with the city officials and stuff. That's why, if I lived in Norfolk still, I would vote for Shane Clausen for mayor, personally. I think he has great views and everything. So there's some that are just, they don't seem like they're just trying to go back to being boring. But, and I'm not going to say that the current mayor has done a bad job. He's done some good things. He's done some really dumb things. But, again, let's not get started on Pierce. There's a lot of tomfoolery in there.
Yeah, my thing with Norfolk is the fact that they're not speaking on the firing of the police chief.
Oh, I know stuff about it. I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah, I know some things too that have been going on there for a while, but
I could tell you a whole lot of things between them and the Madison County. But
yeah, that's people always ask me, they're like, why do you hate Norfolk? Why don't you come back? And I'm like, listen, the people that live there know. There's too much there that I just don't vibe with. I'm not.
And it's the same shit you do every day if you're there.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same thing. You got to drive 2 hours to Omaha to have stuff to do.
Yeah, or Sioux Falls, or sometimes Sioux City. It gets old. It really does. But I mean, sometimes you're just stuck there and you can't do anything about it. But anyway, there was I'm trying to think of some other stories that we've had. Because you and I, all three of us, we have gone way back.
How about when we went? It was at the old house on 11th Street.
Yeah,
and you had that bar built upstairs, like over by the door.
Is that the one where Ricardo fell asleep in?
Yeah, he fell asleep like this, in a disappointed dad stance.
Can I just say something?
He wanted food so bad that night.
Yeah,
he did.
I haven't talked to Ricardo in forever. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
He is. I talked to him. I've hung out with him over in Omaha a couple times. He doesn't drink anymore. Seems to be doing very well for himself. He's got a great group of friends. Logan, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All of them.
So. They seem like they're all good peas in a pod anyway for each other, and I'm glad that he's doing well.
Yeah.
I was, at the time his drinking was getting out of hand, and
I think you could say that about all of us. I think we were all drinking a little too much back then.
Yeah, we were. And now look at us, and we don't really drink as much.
Now look at us.
Look at us. Look at us.
I don't think I was ever drinking too much, but that's just me.
No, you didn't drink a lot. It's just
I mean, you were probably out of all of us, you were
Yeah.
drinking the least.
Yeah.
you didn't really want to.
When I did drink, it was probably too much.
At that time, you didn't really want to drink at all. But now it's like, oh yeah, let's get drunk. Okay, cool.
Well, not all the time.
No.
I mean,
It's just if you were in the mood. And
yeah.
Do you remember when you ordered that Domino's pizza and inhaled the thing in like 10 seconds?
Yeah, I know. Robbie was like hoping to get a slice. Psych.
I think everybody thought you were sharing, and then we look over and the pizza's gone.
Dude, I miss drinking at Ricardo's family's house. The food
That was
every time.
Yeah.
We went to
Oh,
that
dude.
birthday party that one time.
At the rice.
You did that.
Yeah, I know. I came in, so we were at. It wasn't a birthday party. It was a graduation party
Oh yeah, that's
for
right.
him graduating Wayne State. I come in, I'm like, oh, dude, I'm hungry. And I saw these guys was looking at the rice or eating it with spoons. And I come in, yoink. And the whole handful, it's like a mess
Finger
everywhere.
fucked the rice and got a big old
Yeah.
scoop.
Well, kind of bad because I feel like their family thought there was going to be leftover rice, and then we just went in there and just demolished it.
They made good, dude. They made good food
The carne asada was
every
top
night.
tier.
Every time we ate or we drank, his dad fed us food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, I remember he would talk my ear off about training and fitness, and I would give him all this free advice. And I know he never actually, ever applied it.
Got all
It's
the
no
ways.
hard feelings, but I remember those
I
conversations.
remember one night I went out there.
It was funny.
I went over there and I was bullshitting with them, and he's brought tequila from Mexico. I was like, hey man, we're gonna drink some tequila. I'm like, all right. And it was like, shot. Here's another shot. Here's another shot.
Here's another.
Hey, you want another drink? All right, Luis, let's do this. I still drove home fine that night. I don't know how I did, but I did because that's when I lived at 11th Street. So,
Remember the Perkins trips?
oh, dude. Are you 21?
Yeah, Robbie wasn't there though that time.
yeah.
That was just me, you,
we've-
and Maya.
yeah, we've talked about that before. so.
Yeah, we have.
Well, there was the time I went when Maya just went and sat in the bathroom.
Yep.
Like the whole
We're just
time.
sitting there.
I think
you
that was
know.
after that graduation party. Yeah.
It's like, hey, where's Maya at? It's like, oh,
Fellas.
she wasn't feeling well. Like,
And
she
we're eating our
probably-
food, and I'm texting her, calling her. She passed out in the bathroom drunk.
She's gonna be real happy that we talked about that on the podcast.
That's if she listens. Just kidding.
Hey man,
Big fan. No, I'm kidding. Maya. No, I'll tell her. I was like, hey, we name dropped you. What? She'll go watch it. But, yeah, I mean, we've had some great stories and great times drinking. And we've done some dumb shit. We've done some funny shit. The people that have came in and came
well, what
out
about
too.
even the last time we all hung out in Des Moines together? We've been needing this.
Oh, yeah.
The rain.
We even needed
my
this.
buddy AJ absolutely just loved you guys. He was like, this
Hey,
is
where's
awesome.
he at
He's like,
tonight?
How's that guy doing?
Pretty good. He's still working for Wells Fargo Arena.
Hmm.
He should actually be there tonight. If we
He's going to be shocked to see us.
Yeah, I didn't tell him.
Just no
I didn't-
Jordan
Don't
this
tell
time.
him. Don't tell him. I'm gonna tell that dude. I expect him, dude. If we told him, he could have came on, dude. He would have been a hoot.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I got
he was a
time
good
later,
guy.
so
I thought it was funny. Yeah.
I don't know if he's working tonight or what, because he's usually running the events going on at Wells Fargo. So
I
I
mean-
think he's going from there over to Woolies tonight.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll probably run into him.
like, oh, it's these guys, the rain guys. Hey, did you check the forecast? Is there any rain to be called?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I have a
Did we ever tell you about that Uber ride back to the hotel with me, Kale, and Jordan? We talked to the guy.
Didn't you have him play Creed?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So we got in. I'm sitting shotgun, and the first thing I said, I'm like, "You got some music playing?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Got any Creed?" He's like, "Well, I'm more of an Alter Bridge guy myself." I'm like, "But I think I got some Creed." And he went on to play this Creed song I'd never heard before.
I think it was "Are You Ready?"
And then
Are you ready?
he asked the three of us. He's like, "So are you guys like bodybuilders or something?" Because me and Jordan, obviously me and Jordan both fairly built,
And then it was quiet, and I said, "No, I'm just fat."
yeah, Kale was straight up was like, "I'm just fat." And then I don't know. We just went on to I went on to say, like, yeah, this rain tonight, man. Like, yeah, we've been needing this. And just like playing into the joke a little bit. And then he said there was like a Alter Bridge concert coming on in Lincoln like later that year.
November.
Yeah. So he's like, well, if you guys show up or whatever, like, I'm just like, yeah, Timothy. All right. And then we were kind of talking like, what if we end up getting him out as an Uber again while we're here? Like,
hey, Tim.
This guy was like, I was like probably never going to see him again. And it's like, oh, psych.
The chances of that are pretty high, I think, but
I don't know.
No, there's too many Uber drivers here. There's no way you get him again.
I was going to say, even last time I was here with Molly, we never got him.
And maybe he's not doing it no more.
Maybe he's not. I don't know. Who knows, Timothy? Timothy, if you're watching this, I hope you're doing well, dude.
I hope that Alter Bridge concert was great.
I doubt you're watching this, but and I hope you're jamming out to some Alter Bridge right now.
Let's talk about how drunk Molly was the last time you guys were here.
Dude. Well, it was for her birthday. Yeah. So
last minute decision. They didn't tell Kale to go. Wow.
I don't think you were able to.
Yeah, there was some reason that a bunch of people kind of bailed last second.
We asked Jordan. We even asked, we asked a bunch of people to go. It ended up just being me and Molly.
I think I had something going on.
Yeah, I think you did. But I got to introduce her to 22nd Street Barbell because I know she'd been wanting to work out there. And Molly's a gym rat just like me. So we went to that.
I'm a food rat.
So I'm that too as well. Then we also went to that
rat.
Flex Factory or whatever.
Yeah, Flex Factory.
So yeah, just checking out some gyms, and then we went out to the bars that Saturday. I think it was Saturday night with Robbie, and yeah, she got pretty drunk. I got pretty drunk, but it was a fun time.
Yeah, I was.
You had to go to like the basketball games. You had basketball games to go to or something that weekend. Wasn't it Iowa State in the March Madness tournament or something? Or they had games going on in Lincoln?
Yeah.
Because like you had to go there the next day, like on Sunday.
So I had went. So for the first 2 rounds, we played in Omaha.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I went.
It was Omaha.
I think it was Friday, Saturday. So I went down, came back to hang out with you guys, and then that next morning went back down for the game. So.
That's right.
Yeah. It was a rough weekend. A lot of travel.
Oh my.
A lot of alcohol.
Oh my. Sorry, we're still watching the game here. It was a big kick.
It's halftime now. 13-0 Alabama.
Anyway, continue.
That was the end.
Oh.
That was the end of his story.
Whoops.
But yeah. that was fun. I don't know. I like coming to Des Moines. I actually like it here.
I like it.
It's it's got enough to do where it's like
it's not too big either,
It's not as big as Omaha. The traffic's not as bad.
Yeah.
Which Omaha traffic also is not terrible.
No.
But there's enough to do for how small it is. I mean, we just got our Topgolf actually just opened.
Oh, you guys got Topgolf now. That's awesome.
So.
There's probably a little bit more to do in Omaha, maybe.
Well,
yeah.
Omaha's bigger.
It is bigger, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I could maybe see myself moving here someday even. Depends.
We'll have to do the podcast somehow.
Yeah.
I'll have to get you set up.
Do it from afar?
Yep. I'll have to get you a PC just for it.
Yeah. Do the split,
Give me the funding.
So it'll be split screen.
Split screen.
2 different locations.
Yep.
Yeah. Get you the mic set up and everything, and
yeah.
Be the Dave Portnoy. We'll be in the office, be in his own house.
That's right.
Yeah.
He, I don't know. You been watching much Barstool stuff lately?
No, I don't watch a lot of anything really. Just
I kind of figured. You fucking
It's all
loser.
sports right now.
Yeah.
Sports and spending all my money going to concerts.
I like watching anime.
I've gotten a little bit into anime. Got some people giving me.
What are you watching?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Well, I've heard good things.
I've
I
heard
haven't
good
watched that
things.
one.
That one's pretty good. I can't remember this other one. I just started.
You should watch My Hero Academia.
You should just start
That's
One
on
Piece.
the list.
And then Dragon Ball.
And then start One Piece.
I've seen parts of One Piece, and I don't want to be that guy, but I don't think I'm going to get into that show.
Oh, fuck you.
It's just
It's a good, like, it's obviously it's a legendary anime. It's one of the longest. It's the
Podcast is over. No
longest
kidding.
lasting one,
Yeah.
but it's not for everyone. It's a. I think I don't know.
It's kind of
I
like, it's
like
kind of like a dry humor kind of
Bits
anime.
and bits and pieces of it are good. But
I mean, it's gonna piss a lot of people off too. But I also didn't like Naruto.
I like the original
Never.
Naruto. I'm not a big fan of Shippuden.
I thought he was an annoying little piece of shit, dude. I fucking hated that show.
Hey, you rat bastard.
Dragon Ball Daima just came out too.
Dragon Ball's always been amazing.
Always. Sparking Zero, new video game that came out. Got it its first day. Been grinding that game. Good video game. I don't get excited about video games much. If you're a gamer, check it out.
Maybe.
So new Call of Duty's out. Is anybody gonna play that?
Eventually.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not.
I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since high school. Since like my sophomore year.
The guys, you ever play that?
I haven't bought Call of Duty or Madden since high school.
Nah. I got a PS5 so I could play College Football 25 and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, literally. I'm not even shitting you, and I got both those games, so we're good.
Tell them about how you bought the first PS5 and they didn't work.
Oh yeah, so we went to Omaha to do Top Golf with Molly and Shane,
And me and Maya.
him and Maya. Yep, for Kale's birthday. And after we ate, we went to Longhorn Steakhouse, and then we were like, you know what? Like I was debating buying a PS5, so I'm like, let's go to GameStop. It's right across the street, and I bought it used.
It was
But I used PS5, so I'm like, save a little money, whatever.
He walked in there. He's like, one PS5.
Yeah, I was trolling with the
please."
guys, and I was like, one PS5. No, I'd like to buy a PS5, please. And then
I didn't think
I'm
he
just
was
being
actually
goofy
doing
the whole time, and he told me, there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. And this tall nerd guy with drinking a glass bottle Coke, classy.
it. Classy.
But took it home, booted it up, seemed to be working fine. Got College Football 25, and it was crashing. I made some, I don't know if you saw my snap about it. I think I made one snap about it. It kept crashing. And I'm like, at first I thought it was the game. Then I tried another game. I think it was Madden, because I already had it. And it crashed immediately. So I'm like, okay, it's definitely the system. So I returned it to the Norfolk and GameStop, or the Norfolk and GameStop, the GameStop in Norfolk. Returned it, got my money back for that, and put it towards a brand new one, and it only cost me like $60 or whatever. And now it works fine. But yeah, it was a whole situation where I thought I had a bad PS5. I did. It was used. So don't ever buy a used game system. Don't ever buy pre-owned. Get it brand new.
I think I bought mine used. Mine works fine.
You were the lucky one. No, I was just like, you know what? I'm not messing with that anymore. But I also got a digital one too to save a little money because it's a little cheaper to go digital instead of disc drive.
Yeah.
So
digital is way better.
But my older brother, he likes to get the disc drive because he's old school and he likes to collect games. So
Fucking Paul.
that's Paul for you.
I still have my 360 just for was it Skate 3
Oh yeah.
and NCAA 14. And those
Yep.
are the
You
two
played the
games I
shit out
have.
of NCAA.
And there isn't a listen. I don't want to brag, but there isn't a person that could beat me on NCAA 14. I played that thing every day of the week for like 3 years straight.
Oh no, they're showing Nebraska Ohio State highlights.
Yeah, we're gonna turn that off.
But no, I still have a
surprised about that one.
I still have a PS2 actually hooked up, and I like playing like some of the old Maddens from the PS2 days. Those are better than the current day Maddens.
Let's talk about how those training camp like mini games
Yep.
were like the best part of the game.
Yeah, Rushing Attack was my favorite.
And they don't have they don't really do them anymore, do they?
Not really, no.
That's the new Call
They
of
phoned it
Duty
in.
has some, but they're not as
Bro.
They don't put
Bro.
they don't put as much heart and soul into it as they used to, and
Bro.
and they it's just a money grab for the ultimate team.
Dude, okay, so sorry.
Oh, so you guys could have won this game.
We could have won this game. Okay, I'm going to be honest. We need to figure out our DB situation because their last two touchdowns they had wide open.
Indiana versus Washington.
Michael Penix's alum schools.
Hey, but they say Indiana, Iowa State, and BYU haven't played anybody. That's what they're saying.
I think that's such a
Bad take.
it's such a bad take to say it's like a team that's doing well hasn't played anyone, because it's like they're undefeated. Like I don't know. Like, yeah, okay. Like they can't control who's on their schedule. Like, they're a good team. They're undefeated.
Well,
like,
they got Michigan State, Michigan.
they haven't played anyone. Okay, so what? They're undefeated. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's relative, because like, yeah, okay, they played like Indiana. They hadn't played anyone, and when they came in to play Nebraska, and we were 5-1, and they're like, well, Nebraska's going to be the first tough test. They dog stomped us, man, and they beat us 56-7. Have they still not played anyone? Like, I think they're just actually good.
Listen, in sports, people are just going to find something to hate on. Well, I don't think this is me being realistic. Iowa State, let's say Iowa State wins out, we win the Big 12. They put us as the 4
Sure.
for the playoffs. If we get a team like Oregon, Ohio State, maybe even Indiana, I don't think we have a chance. We're a good team. We're a good team for what we are. But we haven't
That's
been
fair.
tested this year. I mean,
You're realistic. You're a realistic fan, which is, I mean, that's
they give us 47% chance to make it. 7-0, 47% chance.
That's
Matt
pretty
Campbell.
ridiculous.
He's been a pretty good coach. Might have had it down here last year.
That's weird to me, man. That's so
Oh
weird. To me.
boy, look at this. Another person got upset about my take about DJ. I said he straight fucking sucks, and he still straight fucking sucks.
Trash.
But did you know he's actually focusing on getting a CDL? He's gonna sit out the rest of the year to get a CDL.
I thought I heard something about him. Maybe like it might have just been a rumor about him maybe trying to switch positions or something,
Oh, I'm
like
surprised.
tight end or something.
One thing I forgot to bring up right away in the podcast we started today. How many times people eat Crustables in the NFL?
Oh yeah,
So the Denver Broncos are the top team. They eat about 700 Crustables, and following with the Seahawks are like 322.
that's a huge
crazy.
drop off though. Like yeah, like the Broncos are just crushing Uncrustables apparently.
No wonder.
Like Bo Nix, like how many Uncrustables are you eating?
He keeps one in
Listen here, Tubby.
throws a touchdown pass, pulls one out of the handle, and he just eats it.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. That's why they probably got rid of Russell Wilson.
So they went out.
He wasn't sharing.
Well, they went out there against the Saints last week, I think, and Javonte Williams had his first 100-yard rushing game of the season. He probably had to fuel up on the Uncrustables.
Yeah.
That's
Crustables
the
around.
secret.
I'll buy the next round, guys.
Like yeah, these other teams are eating a lot, but 700 some for the Broncos. Like, what are the Broncos doing?
That's a high number.
Like,
Listen, I think I can eat more than that in a year.
yeah.
It's such a simple breakfast item. You keep them frozen. The night before, you put it in your fridge to thaw out. You wake up in the morning, you shower, you grab your coffee, grab your Uncrustable, get in the car, eat it.
Hit
on
the
your way to
road.
work, man.
Yeah.
That's breakfast.
Convenient.
Very convenient.
Hell, I had 2 of them this morning.
Had a whole mess of Uncrustables.
They have like a whole chocolate one I haven't tried, but
I like it as a snack once in a while. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad thing. Now that I think about it, it would not be a bad snack to pack for powerlifting competition. Because I usually do PB and J's anyway. Uncrustables just simpler, like less.
mess and
Exactly, like it's just quick carbs. Quick. That's why the NFL teams are eating it. It's quick carbs. It's quick energy. It digests quickly, and you use it as energy.
All the social media influencers tell me you need to be eating Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, I know. Or Sour Patch.
Yeah. Sour
Fuck.
Patch Kids.
Yeah, no. Honestly, it's just anything with quick, simple sugars and quick carbs. Like, it doesn't have to be those things. Like an Uncrustable, I would rather have that than a Rice Krispie treat or a fucking Sour Patch. Fuck that.
I was gonna say something I forgot.
Did I interrupt you?
No, I was watching some football.
Football. Dang. 58-25 Arkansas over Mississippi State.
Ass.
I'd like to see us come out and put up a 50 burger on someone.
Someday.
Maybe UCLA. That's who we play next, I think.
Easy game.
I will say
You
that
can't yawn on the podcast.
at least you guys shut up.
I need my
Colorado.
pre-bar nap.
We did, and honestly, but with how they're doing this year, that win's starting to look better and better for us because Colorado doesn't look bad this year. Like they're winning games.
Well, as someone who supports a Big 12 team, we're not that great. We're not that great of a conference.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Yeah.
We are an amazing basketball conference.
Big 12's a little soft when it comes to football. They're all offense and
Yeah.
like passing, whereas I think that's kind of why Oklahoma and Texas got out because they don't want to be known for that. Maybe I don't know.
I think it's more money for Texas and Oklahoma and
True.
drama and
You've got a few teams in the Big 12 that pride themselves on defense, but
Yeah.
really it's
And running the ball,
entirely
old
just
school.
offense.
Like Big Ten's known for like old school football, running the ball, playing defense.
Unless you're Iowa, you're known for punting.
I was known for defense, usually.
Just punting.
Yeah.
Just punting.
No, their defense not.
Normally-
let's talk about how they're not as great as they've been in the past 3 years.
They're so like
Defense this year is not great.
they're so like 1950s, 60s style all the time. But it's because they've had that same coach there for how long now?
All of my life.
Yeah, I can say like all our lives, like offensively, they're I formation, old school, run it up the middle, and then defense, hard nosed defense, which I like. I like that approach, but this day and age, you need to be able to throw it.
Yeah, if they can open up that offense, I mean,
They'd be solid.
they've had the players. but then-
Wisconsin kind of does the same approach.
Yeah, but Wisconsin does it better.
They do.
It's-
They do. Wisconsin does the same thing on us every year, and they beat us. Oh, I don't know.
oh, I don't know.
Which episode was it? That we put the Tim and Eric skit for the presidency.
That's the only one coming out.
The
next
powerlifting
week.
one. Okay.
No, the other one.
NIL.
No.
Oh wait, no, the Husker one.
Yep.
Yeah. The 09 Huskers. We
Yeah.
did a video on them because that's the last time.
But yeah, I don't know about you guys. I think it's been a good episode.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Robbie,
it's been
this is
good.
good
been
episode. Hopefully you'll be on.
Been
more.
wanting to have you on for a while, so it was good that we were able to do this.
Yeah, we got to do more. Maybe if we get drunk enough, maybe it'll happen. It'd be like a rare.
Dude, we can't come back here and do it. It's got to be quiet time after 10
We'll
p.m.
talk like this.
10 to 8 quiet time.
Yeah, that's the only bad part about Airbnbs is they got the quiet time, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you do an Airbnb in an apartment, it's it's
Mm-hmm.
more strict. I mean, we did a house in Chicago, and
That's
I won't say
probably
we were loud, but
yeah.
we had people over.
Right.
I tried to find a house, but it didn't work very
This
well.
is good though. I like it.
Anyway, I'm gonna close it out now, I guess.
Go for it.
Thank you for watching and listening to our rambles of just random, what was it, bullshit and
Just
shooting the shit.
everything, yeah.
Shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit, yeah.
This is Talking Shop. Don't forget to follow us on all social medias at X, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, which is X. I already said it twice. TikTok, YouTube.
Snap Jazz.
We don't have Snapchat.
Don't forget to follow Agent Life Media and check out their podcast, Useless Assumptions, Touching Base. Touching Dirt.
And them TNT boys.
Who are they again?
That's not us.
Is it us?
We're the
Oh, they suck, man. The TNT boys, yeah.
we are the K and K boys. The K and S boys.
KNS boys,
Yeah.
yeah. Kale and Sam.
So as a adieu, I'm gonna bid you adieu.
Yep. Thanks for coming on, Robbie.
Yeah, it's been fun. Let's go get drunk.
Okay, peace out. Bye.
Peace and bye.